welcome to the kitchen. I'm so excited to share this with you. It's still warm and squishy. Now this is a pumpkin shaped bread. I'm going to show you how to do it. It's very exciting because I'm using a secret ingredient to make it colourful inside. I'm starting off with some very strong white bread flour in my bowl. To that I'm going to add some sea salt. Just give it a mix through. Sachet of easy yeast. That's just dried yeast that we're going to add straight away. Nice and simple. Usually we make bread with water, but I am using pure carrot juice. This is just cold pressed carrot juice. It's not very sweet. And I think using this instead of the water is going to make it look really, really cool inside. So I'm going to add most of that. With bread, there's always a guide of water, but you kind of like just don't put too much in. Just see, it shouldn't be too wet. So you can always add more, but you can't take away. So I'm going to put most of this in, and a couple of tablespoons of olive oil too. We can even use melted butter if you like. What I'm just going to do is use my spatula to just kind of like get all of the liquid into the flour. And look at that lovely colour. Dan was saying, is it going to taste of carrots? I mean, I suppose there's nothing wrong with carrot bread. I don't think you're going to be able to taste the carrot. I've done some frog bread, which was using spinach. I've done some piggy bread, which was using beetroot. And once that was baked, you couldn't taste it. So I don't think you're going to taste it. Now I'm just going to mix it on slow. I'm going to keep my eye on the bowl. And if it's a bit dry and scrappy, I can add some more water. What you want with the bread is to be a little bit wet when you first start to mix it. Because after like 5-6 minutes of kneading in the stand mixer, it will become much more like homogeneous and it won't be sticky. When you've got your bread together, the best way to do it is like lift it up. It's not that sticky. It's not really like sticky to my fingers. It's a little bit on the dry side, okay? So I'm going to add a little bit more water now. Carrot juice, I mean. So what I want to see is that it's going slightly sticky on the bottom of the bowl, and I know that's going to be about right. Just turn it up, just to get that in there. It's a lovely noise, isn't it, Dan? Yeah. See how it's sticking to the bowl a little bit? Just have a look at it. Yeah, so it's much, much stickier now. That's what you want to look for when you first begin to knead it. So now, I'm just going to let it do its thing on medium to high speed for about 5-6 minutes, and I'll show you what to look for so you can tell it's done. Right, that is done. So I did that for about 7 minutes. So you can see it's kind of wanting to hold itself together now. It's not like a scrappy porridge. It's not as sticky. Get that off the dough hook and then just literally, so you see it all kind of like holds together to itself now. But it's still hydrated. I don't like bread when it's dry. It's a fine balance to get, because you want it to be hydrated enough so it is delicious, but not so hydrated that it doesn't hold its shape. So that's perfect. It's kind of sticking together. I've got a bowl here. I've just put some olive oil in that bowl. And I'm just going to leave it in here to rise. Cover it over with a cloth. You can leave it at room temperature and that will rise fairly quickly depending on the yeast you've used. You could use regular yeast or you can use quick yeast. That's probably going to take about an hour at room temperature. Or again, you can put it in the fridge if you want it to do a slower rise. So we'll come back when he's all lovely and puffy. Look at that puffy dough. How gorgeous. It's lovely and jiggly because it's all aerated. So now we're going to shape it. So we're just going to knock it back, just to knock the air out. And also this kind of helps with the structure, and we're shaping it into a ball first of all. So I like to just kind of like lift up the dough and bring it to the middle and then turn it over. So you can see it's kind of going into a nice tight ball. Look at that. Really nice and squishy. Okay, so that's ready to go. Just going to move him over here. So you've got the baking tray with some paper on. And I've got 4 pieces of string, which is just baker's twine, so it's not going to fray. And I'm just going to kind of make a crisscross. So you can see where I'm going with this. I made one of these last year and I really, really enjoyed doing it. It looks so effective, but this one with the carrot juice in is going to be next level. So we'll just pop him on there. And then I need some egg wash, which I've got over here. So I've got a little bit of beaten egg. and that's going to add some lovely colour. When we bake it, will go really, really deep golden, which is going to look really autumnal and lovely. There we go. And now you just need to tie the string sort of fairly loosely. We're going to put it back in the fridge for its second rise, and it's going to kind of like puff up around the string. So I've just done a little double knot like that. Just trim off the 1, 2. These actually, I've done this before with miniature ones. So you can do like miniature rolls, which will look really cute to serve with a lovely like autumnal soup. And you know what? They're really nice when you do them stuffed with cheese, which I did last year as well. Right, so it just needs to rise again for about, well, you can do it at room temperature for about 30 to 40 minutes, or pop it in the fridge if you want to hold it for a couple of hours, and that will do a slower rise. So we'll come back when he's all lovely and puffy and risen. I'm so excited about this. It looks very pumpkiny already. Just look at it. I love the colour. Let's see how it bakes, if it retains any of that colour inside. I think it will. I'm just going to throw in some water in the bottom to create some steam, so I get a lovely crusty pumpkin loaf. Farewell, my friends. Godspeed. Right, we'll be back when it's baked and cooled down. Hopefully it doesn't fail. Just look at this amazing masterpiece. I mean, it looks so gorgeous. Now, I will say, strings like they've disappeared a bit into the loaf. Hopefully I'm just going to be able to pull them out and it'll be fine. Here we go. Oh, it looks quite cool actually. It's still holding its shape, but it smells incredible. And I can see that some of that bread on the inside is definitely an orangey colour. So there it is, look at that! But it does look quite cute and decorative, just to add a little cinnamon stick, so that can be its little pumpkin stalk. How cool, look at it! What do you think of that? So whenever you make fresh bread, don't try and cut it straight away when it's hot, because what will happen is you'll put the bread knife in, it will just tear. So you do really need to give it a good 30 minutes before you slice it and enjoy it, and it will still be warm inside. It's cooled down enough, still a little bit warm. Let's have a look. Oh, I love it, look at it. Look at that. Oh, it's got such a lovely texture. It's honestly so light. Just, oh, it's still warm, Dan. You're gonna love it. Hopefully we'll see it melting now, because that's one of my favourite bits. You know, when butter goes all melty and slides around the bread. Oh my God. I know it's a bit naughty, but whenever I have bread and butter, some flaky salt on top of that. Oh my God, sensational. What can I say? Not that I would have minded if it did taste, look. Not that I would have minded if it did taste carroty, because I quite like carrots. Everything you need to make this is just down there. So give it a go. Let me know if you make it. And please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. And I'll see you really soon.